illuminates in and through us. We are one with this love as we express this journey today during our Sunday service. As we experience this Sunday service, as our Reverend Michael takes us through our message, we're knowing, showing up today, we take away an element, a spirit of love. Each and every one of us experiences this message of enlightenment. And this message through us is shared through each and every one of our contacts as we go through the week. And we are knowing that the Spirit of God, that perfection of God, illuminates its light today through us here in the sanctuary and online. So as we experience this love of God in and through the words, the Spirit, the experience, we're knowing that this perfection is God. And so we release it to the law of mind for action, knowing that this is so and so it is. Wow. Isn't it a wonderful day? And at this time, I'm going to just invite you to recite the prosperity affirmation, but I'm going to invite you to stand during that time. And you know, the act of standing is also energizing us, centering us in the spirit, whilst getting some physical activity in. God is lavish, unfailing, abundant prosperity. The source of all good is infinite, inexhaustible. I unify with and place my faith in the one true source. My life is already blessed, yet I am being offered so much more. Infinite potential, unconditional love, and unlimited spiritual growth are just a few of Spirit's gifts. I am open to receiving them all with gratitude and joy. The God power made me in its image and likeness, out of itself, and it wants only to support me. Its plan is to lift me into higher expression. Deep in my heart, I know I deserve all the good things in life, and my acceptance of the support of the universe is all that is necessary for it to continue its work in my life. I deserve true abundance and unconditional love. I deserve vibrant health and good feelings. I deserve happiness, peace, and joy. I deserve prosperity, freedom, and ease in my financial affairs. I deserve to have my dreams come true. My heart is filled with gratitude for all I have been given and for all that is yet to come. I release my word to the law of the divine mind that always says, yes, and so it is. You may be seated. At this time, we'll go into a moment of silence. I'd like you to just close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths wherever you are. And go to that favorite place, that favorite space. Wasn't that wonderful? At this time, coming out of the silence, we're going to now go into our praise song. And guess what? It's called You Are Awesome in This Place, Mighty God. So we're going to ask. So can we stand for this? And I want to feel whichever way you want to praise and express yourself, please. A rehearsal, and we need to get more vibes into this. So let us go ahead. Thank you. At this time, we are going to light the youth candle. And so we're going to bless our youth. We love you. We appreciate you. We salute the Christ in you, and we see you as shining lights onto your world. God is blessing you now, and so it is. So wherever our youth are, we are blessing you, and we're knowing that you will join us online and in our social media platforms. Let us stand as we sing our Temple of Light mission song. The Temple of Light, the Temple of Light, the Temple of Light. We are a people be seated. At this time, we're going to take some announcements and important reminders. I would like to welcome again any first-time guests with us today. Please stand so we can acknowledge you in the sanctuary. Anyone at the line, please indicate that you're a first-time guest by just putting that information in the chat so we can certainly acknowledge you and reach out to you if you're online. No first-time guests? Wonderful. I think we need to give some, Yes, this is fantastic. We have people coming over and over again, so please clap on yourselves. It means that our spiritual community is alive and rich and well, and perhaps we need to continue to acknowledge that. So first I'd like to thank our dreaming of drumming or strumming a guitar. Just join us at 2 p.m. and see what it's all about. So we have this activity. It's perfect for anyone curious and who wants to give it a try. Drum roll, guitar roll, yes. See those drums? Fantastic, and guitar. Aren't you all excited? Don't you want to be part of this? Awesome. Founders Day celebration. Today on June 8th, featuring the reggae musical Dead Left. It's a cabaret show that is led by the Ashe Ensemble, and it's at 5 p.m. at the Ashe Center at 8 Cargill Avenue. Of course, as usual, we have our spiritual mind healing service. And of course, as usual, we have a dynamic topic for you. This Tuesday at 6 p.m. and every other Tuesday, but this Tuesday we have practitioner Carol Campbell, and the topic is living in Technicolor. And so, wow, I'm looking forward to that topic. So please join us, and at that time we'll also offer prayers for anyone who will need it. We also have Prospering Power of Love by Catherine Ponder. So discover how to activate the divine love as a powerful force for healing, prosperity, and transformation. And this is a 6-week journey. It's on Thursdays from 7 to 9 p.m. Via Zoom, starting mid-June 2025 for 6 sessions. And it will be facilitated by the dynamic Reverend Tamu Davidson and practitioners Steve Golding and Vance Gardner. So not to be missed, please contact us more for any more details that you may have. Of course, once again, that fabulous Family Fun Day, July 12th. Please mark it on your calendars. And family means everybody, so an excuse of I don't have children. No, man, join our Family Fun Day. It's going to be exciting, so sign up, and we're going to Connaught Falls and Park. I'm going. I'm definitely going here. Jennifer, right? See Jennifer? Please sign up. It's going to be fabulous, not to be missed. So it's a Family Fun Day, and family includes everyone. Our donation, tithes, and offering, again, we wish to support our ministry financially, and we have a new payment method, so you can pay in US and Jamaican dollars at this email, donate.templeoflightcsl.org. And we really want to thank you. It is with a heart of gratitude that your contribution that continues to allow this ministry, this temple, to continue to make this a world that works for everyone. Prayer support, of course, continues to be available by Reverend Michelle, and you can email your request to prayer.templeoflightcsl.org. We also have practitioner Vance, who is available to pray with you immediately following our service. You can also call our 876-289-0907 number. And of course, we continue to offer grief support and counseling. So please call if you are in need of it, or you can share the number with anyone you know who is in need of it. They do not have to be a member of this temple. So that is 8769276145. And of course, please remember that our QR code is strategically placed for your convenience to participate in this service with the program for today. And so you can actually scan the code that's currently on the screen, or you can go by our tech section center where they have the QR code available for your scanning. At this time, I'm now going to invite everyone to stand once again, for your first hymn, This Is You. See we. Thank you. So what a wonderful entry into our message today, which will be done by none other and dear Reverend Michael Reckord. He has so many attributes to him, but we are looking forward to, of course, an exciting talk. Do what you want to do. Let's repeat after. Do what you want to do. So at this time, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to invite Reverend Michael on to the podium. Thank you.
Thank you, Tamu. Good morning, friends, and grand rising. Welcome to this Sunday morning service in the shining bright Temple of Light Center for Spiritual Living in Kingston, Jamaica. The plants are looking especially wonderful today, thanks to the recent showers and expert attention of our gardeners. I welcome both those here in the sanctuary and those worshiping with us online, and a special hello to anyone who is with us for the first time. I'd like us to begin by saying together the 23rd Psalm. It's the most popular psalm and one of the most popular passages in the entire Bible, and it has a special power when spoken out loud. So, with feeling, please repeat after me. I will say the line by line, and I'd like you to respond by saying the same line. Together. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Thank you. When we think, speak, or act in a mood of peace and joy and gladness, we automatically commune with our higher self, which is our God self. I trust that you got into that mood just now as you're saying that beautiful 23rd Psalm, and I hope you'll stay there for the rest of the service. This talk, as we heard, has the title, Do What You Wanna Do. The topic was recommended by an official Centers for Spiritual Living team in the USA. So it's to be used in other centers around the world today, all in the name of unity and shared consciousness. From the title, together with the affirmation that CSL also gave us, which is, I love who I am and trust my higher self to guide me every step of the way. From the two, I concluded that the essential topics we are to talk about are truth and integrity. For me, trust in my higher self for guidance relates directly to those qualities, truth and integrity. Now, being a literature lover, the quotation that popped into my head as I heard about truth and integrity was from Shakespeare's Hamlet. You all know it, I'm sure. To thine own self be true, and it shall follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man, unquote. Many other great minds, apart from Shakespeare's, and many religions have similar quotations. Some of Jesus' parables are on the topic, truth and integrity. And in a moment, I'll tell you a modern, humorous version of one of them. But in that context, let me reiterate something I've said from this podium a couple of years ago. Jesus had a strong sense of humor. Example, you'll remember that his very first recorded miracle is turning the water in several water jars, into wine for wedding guests who had already drunk off the original amount of wine. I think he had a laugh as he was giving them a little bit more of the best wine, by the way, that they had for the night. I'm suggesting that the form of the serious, even solemn parables that we have in the Bible might have been originally been given by Jesus as light-hearted stories because of the said sense of humor. You see, the English Bible has gone through a number of translations and many nuances and even messages might have been lost, as they say, in translation. Now, can you tell me which parable this joke of the lazy farmhand is based on? Here's a modern version. A farmer once hired a new farmhand to help sow seeds in his field. Handing the man a big crocus bag with seeds, the farmer said, "Be sure to scatter the seed on the good soil. Don't waste it on the path, the rocky ground, or among the weeds and thorns." The farmhand nodded earnestly. "Of course, sir. I'll throw them only on the best soil." But when the farmer left, and the farmhand found out how far away the good soil was, and as the sun was already high in the sky and hot, he got lazy. And he tossed some seed on the path. He dumped some on the rocks, and he flung the rest into a thorny patch and threw the bag into a tree, under which he took a nap. That evening he returned to the farm and reported, "All done, sir. Every seed planted in the good soil." A few weeks later, the farmer walked the fields and found birds feasting on a few seeds left on the path, and some sprouts withering on the rocks, and weeds choking out the rest. There were no good shoots on the good soil. Furious, he asked the farmhand, "What happened, man? You said you planted the seeds on the good soil, the good plot of land." The man panicked. Maybe the wind shifted them. The farmer said, "So why are your footprints only near the thorns and the rocks?" Farmhand stammered again, scratched his head. I was testing out a new farming method, sir." "Well," said the farmer, "I'm going to test out a new employee. You are fired." As a certain president would say in days of yore. No, he's still saying it, actually. You can lie, the moral of the message, you can lie to the farmer at sowing time, but the truth will be revealed come the harvest. So, what is the original Bible passage? Anybody? The sower. I heard somebody say the sower. Sowing the seeds. Here's a bit of background to the do what you want to do topic. From CSL, I learned that the topic was adapted for global communities where social, cultural, and political aspects differ from first world countries such as the United States. That adaptation of the original theme was because June is Pride Month in the USA, and lots of people celebrate the LGBTQ. Not going to tell you what the initials mean. Community with parades, etc. Most countries don't have that celebration, and certainly Jamaica doesn't have it. But the affirmation that CSL gave with the topic is inviting us to use is quite universal in tone. I mean, we should all love ourselves and trust God. The Bible now tells us that Jesus did put his trust in his higher self to guide him. You'll remember the quotes. This is just a fragment. Not my will, but thine. You'll remember that one. And he says of his commandments to love God with all our heart, all our mind, all our strength, and our neighbor as ourselves are the most important commandments. On those two commandments, he said, I quote, hang all the laws and the prophets. There are several Bible stories that resonate with the sentiment, to thine own self be true. While the statement is, of course, not biblical, it's Shakespeare, the idea of integrity, authenticity, and staying true to one's God-given identity appear in both the Old and the New Testament. In the former, we find the story of Daniel. You'll remember that he's a powerful example of someone who remained true to his convictions and his identity, even under pressure. When King Darius of Babylon decreed that no one should pray to any god other or man except him, Darius, Daniel refused to compromise his faith. He continued to pray to God openly, despite knowing the consequences could be death. Here's a passage in Daniel 6, verse 10, that tells us the situation. Now, when Daniel learned that the decree had been published, he went home to his upstairs room, where the windows opened toward Jerusalem. 3 times a day, he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to God, just as he had done before. Unquote. The result, you'll remember, is that he and his friends were put into a lion's den, but they were not attacked. Faith. Then there's Joseph, whose story is told in Genesis. Despite being betrayed by his brothers, enslaved and imprisoned, Joseph remains faithful to his identity as a man of integrity and trust in God. He resists temptation. You'll remember he was tempted by Potiphar's wife. He resists temptation, he interprets dreams honestly, and ultimately he helps his brothers who had betrayed him, and he forgives his brothers. Our own national hero, Marcus Garvey, says in his book Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. I say his book, that he didn't write it, but it's his philosophies and opinions. He says, be as proud of your race today as our fathers were in the days of yore. We have a beautiful history, and we shall create another in the future that will astonish the world. Unquote. He's emphasizing racial pride there and the importance of self-determination for people of African descent. He encourages black people to embrace their heritage and work collectively towards a prosperous future. But speaking more generally, he also says, the man who is not true to his own vision and convictions is the worst kind of coward. And throughout his speeches and writings, Garvey urges individuals to remain committed to their ideals and to act with courage in the face of adversity. And another international icon, South Africa's Nelson Mandela, declared, I quote, "I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal for which I am prepared to die," unquote. Mandela delivered that powerful statement during his speech from the dock during his trial in 1964. But let's come back home. Some of you would have read two truly inspiring Observer newspaper stories last Sunday of women who remained true to themselves and have tremendous integrity. Christina Lawrence was left on the side of the road in Spanish Town as a newborn in July 1989. A policewoman found her and took her to Maxfield Park Children's Home. And there her adoptive mother found her again, as it were, and subsequently took her into her household. Christina went to Wolmer's High School for Girls, then to the UWI, graduating with a BA degree in history and archaeology. She's now 35, and she works with her mother in the prep school that her mother founded in St. Catherine. And you may remember, some of you, the other story, Carol Reed O'Connor. She's now 56 and a registered nurse, a graduate of the University of Technology, Jamaica. Thanks, Carol. How you knew? As a young woman, she worked in many low-level jobs as a newspaper vendor, a factory worker, a hospital attendant, and in the hospitality industry. She grew up poor in Port Antonio, and in the article she states, I quote, "Sometimes going to primary and high school, we didn't have lunch money, but my mother ensured that we went to school. From primary school, I wanted to be a nurse." And recently, with the help of her adult children, she studied, did CSEC courses, and got English, grade 1. I think I got 3. Math, grade 2. I think I got 5. Social studies, grade 2, didn't do it. Office administration, grade 2. And later on, she did chemistry and principles of business with grade 2 and a 1. She graduated November last year with a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. And she's as a nurse from UTEC, upper second class honors. Remember where she started, poor in Port Antonio. Now, what does Dr. Ernest Holmes, founder of our church, say on the topic of integrity and truth? In Science of Mind, page 307, he writes, I quote, "Nothing is real to us unless we make it real. Nothing can touch us unless we allow it to touch us. Refuse to allow your feelings to be hurt. Refuse to receive condemnation from anyone. In the independence of your own mentality, believe and feel that you are wonderful. This is not vanity, it is truth," unquote. Dr. Holmes is inviting us to be true to ourselves regardless of whether we fit in the normal establishment of society. Though we are often advised to be ourselves, we hear this all the time, be yourself, we often find it difficult to do so. When our authentic way of expressing ourselves is not accepted by others, we have a tendency, don't we, to shrink, to make ourselves small, to fit in with our environments, mainly with other people. Instead of fitting in and not being true to ourselves, we really need to examine and heal any shame or fear we feel and we hesitate to express openly. So in this do what you want to do week, we have an opportunity to explore who we really are, to go within, analyzing those areas of our life where we feel outside of the mainstream. Even some of us, we may feel oppressed or suppressed. We may feel small and not comfortable with the crowd. Look, you know, everybody's different. There are no two snowflakes or people alike. So it's not strange that we feel different. We are different, everybody. Thank God. Who would want all the flowers to be the same? Who would want all the peoples to be the same? When we feel afraid to express an aspect of ourselves, in that moment of hesitancy, that is the moment that is really an opportunity to make a divine commitment to living with greater authenticity. And when we muster the courage to be ourselves, then we open a path of authenticity and freedom for our contemporaries and for future generations. I'm going to close with a dialogue with Tamu, my able assistant. And the passage is from a book by Marion Williamson, a spiritual leader with political ambition. Some of you may know that she campaigned for US presidency, at least once, maybe more than once. The passage is called Our Deepest Fear. I will start, and it will be a dialogue, as I say, with Tamu. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be?
You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you.
We are all meant to shine, as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us.
It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same.
As we are liberated from our own fear,
Our presence
automatically liberates others.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks so much.
I think we can do much better than that. Yes. Reminding us our presence automatically liberates others. With that said, we have our musical item by Michael Elliott, who will help us on this journey.
If I In your book, you might have seen Take Five, but it's really the girl from Ipanema. And I would like to say that I did not know until his wife Angela told me that he's a pianist. He plays, she says, jazz piano. And we're going to hear, I suspect, the girl from Ipanema in a really jazzy style. So we have, I think, discovered a new pianist for our congregation. If his wife will permit him, perhaps he can play regularly. Or should I ask him and not his wife? I'll talk to him afterwards and see who is head of the household. Michael Elliott, girl from Ipanema.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Elliott. I think we need another round of applause. That was just fabulous. Fabulous. The band, yes. Fabulous. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. So at this time, we're going to invite you to stand for a love offering. All right. Oh, prayer for Jamaica is not on there. Lovingly I give, joyfully I receive. Breathe out fruitful, increase and multiply. Bless, prosper, and enrich everyone whom you touch, and replenish all of my financial affairs. So be it. Thank you, Father. And so it is. At this time, I'm going to invite you to remain standing for a second hymn, I Love Myself the Way I Am, and at that time you may approach the podium to share your love offering. Be seated. Thank you. At this time, I would just, with a heart of gratitude on behalf of the Temple of Light, to all our volunteers and non-volunteers for the work that's done to make today such a special day. I'd like to thank, firstly, our ushers who continue to greet you and to support the work that's done here. Please give them a Louise Bennett applause. And I would like to also thank Judith Dare for wonderful, wonderful floral arrangements and our floral angels as usual. And then, of course, I'd like to thank our tech team that does an amazing, amazing job to make this happen today. I would also like to thank Sandra Cooper, who does a lot of support for today around the background. In the background, thank you so much. And our temple singers, the I3s, temple threes, the wannabes. Thank you, the wannabes. I wanna be. Oh, the I wannabes. Thank you. And of course, for a musical item in our music that just enriches our service, Angelo and the team and Michael Elliott. Mr. Elliott was just fabulous. Thank you so much. And we did acknowledge our entire tech team as well. I hope I have not, yes, I cannot forget the hospitality, the scrumptious food that's awaiting you. Can you imagine you forget your own team? So thank you so much. And I'd like to thank those persons who continue to give and share and support this temple over the years, for those who may want to remain anonymous. But just by your presence here and online, you are part of this whole temple community. and CSL community globally. So clap on yourselves for showing up today and online. At this time, we're going to invite Reverend Michael back to bless our love offering. Thank you.
And the closing affirmative prayer. Let us go within. We give thanks for all the blessings that have flowed into the temple this beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning. The blessings of peace, the blessings of joy, the blessings of words, the blessings of music, the blessings of song. And we give it at this moment a special thanks for the blessings of money substance that has flowed into the temple in the form of the love offering that has been given by our congregation. And as we prepare to go our separate ways, to go to our different activities for this beautiful Sunday, we know that we take all the blessings that we have received this morning with us, and we share it with family, with friends, with relations. We share it even with casual acquaintances that we happen to meet, because those blessings are God's blessings. And we are part of God. We all are a part of God, and we share in those blessings. And because we share, this world is a more peaceful, this world is a more harmonious, this place is a more abundant, this world is a more loving place. I know this, I believe this, and I release my words into the law of mine, and give thanks that as I have spoken it is so.
And so it is.
And could we stand for the peace song, which is, yes, there is love.